Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are continuing our Manor Lords playthrough. Yes, more Manor Lords on YouTube. I know folks, I know, but I cannot resist. This game is so beautiful and quite unique in some of the ways it's designed to be played. And I would like to apologize. First off, when I posted the last video, it went sideways and all you had was a black video for about the first 8 hours of it being on YouTube. Secondly, in said episode, I feel I didn't capture enough of the sheer beauty of this game. Which is why we are starting here with me saying hello, just staring at my beautiful 6 houses. That's right, well I kind of, actually there's 5 and there's one currently being built on screen. But what are my first 6 houses of this beautiful village? And on that, I did say we're going to be renaming this area during this episode. And we are going to rename this area. I double covered that? No, I didn't. Tir Hearn. Now, just about tried to pronounce that right. I am not actually a Welsh native speaker, much to my own shame. However, I am Welsh. That's why there's shame. And we are going to go and rename this village what basically means Land of Iron, because our defining feature in this region is the giant iron deposit, which is what I'm probably going to be looking to build up. Now, with that in mind, I mean, I'm not going to go for the pastures with development or for the nature, shall we say. Now, obviously, I know there's a big thing. You can basically smash through trade and then you just don't even have to bother with anything. But I want to play this with a bit more feeling and role-playing. Now, it's extremely early to be attempting to push for things like master armor making. However, like I said, this, I feel, is the tree we're going to go down. We're going to go down the mining tree, and so therefore the armor smith tree. Now, of course, if this was fully fleshed out, maybe we would just be going mining. But then, of course, if it was fully fleshed out, maybe we'd get more development points. Because you are capped at 6, I do believe, at the moment. So, with that in mind, our first point is going to go into charcoal burning and then deep mining. Which, hopefully, by about that point, we'll be thinking of aiming towards that beautiful iron deposit in our land. So, charcoal burning will be our first development point. And then obviously from here, we have some policies, which, yeah, you know, they're kind of good, bad things. There you go. Citizens skip every 5th meal, reduces food consumption, decreases approval. Oh, locked in early access. Locked in early access and locked in early access. Those are my favorites. And of course, we have production, which I'm not sure what this screen is supposed to show, but it currently shows nothing. And so with our 6th house being built, our key goal for this episode is going to be to get that church built. And so if we come in here, let's go to residential, let's look at our church. We need some planks. At least I still assume they are. They look kind of a dark shade of red, but we do want those planks. Not only is it important for the role-playing aspect of this playthrough, it's also important because that should hopefully push my approval up past 50%, and I will actually start to get new citizens. So, with that in mind, we are going to go build a saw pit, because that is what I need. I need me some planks. Now, we're going to go build this in this little gap here. We are... yeah, we're going to snap it to a road. Did I not go and build a road? Oh, that's not actually a road for me. That is simply a path. Well, we are going to go and actually then... yeah, we're just going to kind of nicely tuck it in here. As I've gone and said, all of my wood resourcing buildings will be coming 3 inches to the left. Because I didn't forward think very well, if I'm perfectly honest. All of these will in fact be tucked in here, and this will be my logging area, where I will also be regrowing trees at that point, not just cutting them down. Oh, I potentially put that slightly around the wrong way, but that's fine. We'll come that coming from that side. And Burgish plot level 1, our 6th house, ladies and gentlemen, is built, and we now have space for one more family. All we have to do is convince them that coming here is a fantastic idea. Now, we are still cutting down some land because we want to get... Let's zoom out a little bit. We're a bit close. We want to get this area for some farming plots. And so with that in mind, I'm just going to go and double check with our logging camp. Let's go to advanced. Limit the work area. We probably want to take out... Give or take about that area. Let's maybe make it a tiny bit bigger. Because I'm going to move it slightly up. Or in fact, no, I'm going to leave the last couple of trees there. And so what that should do, that should leave a couple of these trees here, which in essence will still kind of shelter the village from most of the road. Obviously, as you come round, it opens up, and then you actually come into the village proper. And then so with the woodcutters as well, which doesn't actually have anybody in it at the moment, but still, let's not be caught, we say, unawares. And we will do roughly the same. And what that will give as well is that will uncover our clay deposit. Not that we're possibly... Oh no, I suppose I probably will, because I think I need some clay or some tiles, which I will need to upgrade the church to level 2. But this keeps the berry deposit in the forest, and it also keeps the wild animals. It's only a very small amount of wild animals, so I'm not actually sure if I'm even going to be hunting them. But it keeps them there if we do want them. Now, the next thing I also then want to go and do... No, I don't want the charcoal kiln. I want the stone cutter camp. The reason I want to go and do this is because I just want to clear this stone deposit from here. It's not a very big one. It's not going to last us, till the dawn of time, so to say. But I want to go and clear this stone deposit just so I can then use this area for building, because I will want the stone. So let's... this building's not going to be staying here in the long run. So let's just go and place that there. That will disappear as soon as the stone has been mined. And so we have... Yep, our saw pit is under construction. Our stone cutter will then come afterwards. And how are we looking? We've got a fair bit of timber. Fair bit of stone. We have lots of food because we have lots of berries. Well, the deposit is still very much growing, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we have 20 firewood, which should hopefully get us through a winter. And then not a lot else. Although we do now have some spears and shields, which we got at the end of the last episode. So let's go and create... I believe I want, yes, the spear militia. Recruits are missing. Yes, I'm actually... I don't even have people, let alone... let alone the people. I don't have the people to fill them. I need more people. I need people to think that this is a wonderfully attractive place to come and live. Now I'm going to put that to the highest priority. That's what I want them to build next. We do have 2 families, and of course we do have 2 oxen as well. What are you? You're transporting spears. Fantastic. We have our woodcutter's lodge, and of course our storehouse. Our storehouse will probably stay where it is. I could, if I was being picky, which may actually happen, it may jump inside to the woodcutting area once that's ready to go. And I do think, ladies and gentlemen, that this tree will not be moving for the entire game. I cut it down after I had already placed the woodcutter's lodge, and it is now stuck in my woodcutter's lodge. You'd think that would give them easy access to a tree for firewood to cut down and provide. However, nope. It's now just a beautiful decoration that blocks the road and the woodcutter's camp. Maybe when I actually remove the woodcutter's camp, they'll come and actually remove the tree for me shortly afterwards. And so with that, we are pretty much just playing a waiting game. So let's go ahead and fast forward, and let's wait for things to be built. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually going to... Again, didn't do enough of this last turn. Let's have a look. Oh! I don't think you're joining my militia, are you? I mean... I'm sure in this time and age, it's men only. Where are you taking that shield? And so, of course, we should have... Oh, there goes another one. And, of course, none of the shields... Oh, they're all coming!
This is heavier than it looks.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'll ask them to make some lightweight shield next time. You'll be very thankful of it when someone comes at you with a sword or a club. And, of course, all of the shields are non-uniform, as they should be. There would have been very few cases of regulated coat of arms, etc. being on shields, unless you had kind of like an imperial army, which I believe were very rare in this time. Okay, everybody is currently transporting shields. Our stone quarry, which I came to have a look at to see if it was going to get built, is currently being ignored. It just goes on and on. Let's, however, go and have a look at our saw pit, which I think might in fact already be built. Let's go have a quick on mosey over the hill. And we have our hitching post. Who only knows what our oxen is called, because I've seen some great names. Oh, whoa, whoa, what did I do? Oh, I don't think I can quite stand on the saw pit. It's not quite done. And it doesn't like me being here. And so with that, it looks like somebody's then carrying a spear as well. Like I said, everyone's very busy, but nobody is actually building my saw pit. How dare they? Of course, like I said, it could actually be finished, but I don't think it is. Those are 2 pieces of timber right there, waiting to finish the construction. And everybody's abandoned post, so let's come out of looky mode. Where are we? I put it up to highest priority, and then people seem to stop. Granary worker transporting large shield. Okay. Well, we'll go back to fast forwarding, and we'll get these buildings built. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the stone quarry is built. So let's put somebody in the saw pit. I'm actually going to put somebody in the stonecutter camp as well. That does leave me with 0 families. Oh, no one assigned families to guide the ox, you say. Let's move 1 family. I've got a lot of food, so do you know what? We're going to take someone off the berries. That can be left to replenish. It is not growing at the moment because it is seasonal. So we'll give that a break. Let it replenish. And we have a family then left to guide the ox. And we have... doubles the maximum family count for this burgage plot. We will look to do that shortly. Now, does this mean one of these should be empty? We do have... armaments. So 2 people out of every family can get... basically be in a militia by the looks of it. And so from the looks of that, obviously you can see we've got spears and large shields. We are missing helmets, which are optional, don't get me wrong. The spearmen will form. And then they will also take either a gambeson or a mail shirt, if they are available. And one of the things I do love is that as you get these things available, the look of your militia does in fact increase to match them. Let's go ahead and press fast forward in the background. We are very much simply trying to work a few things down. There you go, our stone deposit is going down. That's what we were after. Generic storage is full. Is it now? It's really not. Well, we'll leave that to go. And how are we doing on planks? We're up to 10. I believe we need 20. Generic storage of something is full. For the saw pit. Ah, I think that's just because of the log storage. It's saying because I've got one log stored there. That's fair enough. I mean, we do want to keep a log stored there. And so, on that, that should just about... should have that. That last log to be sawn. Although, oh, here they come. Here comes my family. Come on. Let's, yep, beautiful. Let's saw that down into planks. And once this log has been beautifully changed into thinner, more detailed, beautiful lengths of wood, there you go. We should have, ladies and gentlemen, enough planks to go and build our church. Yes, we do. We can have our wooden church. Now, our wooden church was going to go in here, kind of separated with those lovely trees next to it. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and build our church. And then opposite the church, we were going to have a marketplace. So let's go and put that in. Now this is probably going to be, yeah, a little bit big. I am going to cut it back a little bit. I mean, what does that give us? 34? Even that's probably much. I'm going to make a nice angled, I don't know, I was almost about to say triangle, but I wouldn't really call it that a triangle, folks. It's a bit of a weird shape, but we're going to go and give that shape to our marketplace. Opposite the... In fact, I am going to go and cut this back a little bit. There you go. I'm not going to have it surrounding the well. We're just going to have it in a nice shape like that. There you go. And that is our marketplace. We have some free stalls. Obviously, I don't actually think at this point there are anybody even around to set up a stall. Although, there, in fact, yeah, there is from the granary. Running out of fuel. Well, that's not good. We need to get somebody back in our woodcutter's hut, but that does leave us short of a few other things. I'm going to turn off the stonecutter's camp for now. Currently showing total goods stored, surplus goods. Ah, that's because I'm in the construction menu. I was like, why is that up there? That's just weird. So yeah, I don't have any planks. So I'm going to keep the saw pit going. Although I don't overly need a huge amount of planks quite yet. Yes, we do have 50 of the stone. That is going down. And do we have... We will hopefully get a stall up and running soon. At which point, our approval will hopefully go up. There you go. We have our food stall. Not quite got anything in it yet, but we can get a food stall. Then hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, we can get some more approval. Ah, there's the tree. I was like, hey, the tree's gone. But no, it hasn't. You just can't see it from a distance. Our beautiful, beautiful token tree. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna wait on this church to be built. And whilst we wait, we're gonna obviously fast forward, and I shall see you when there was a glorious church in our glorious town. And then also, by the looks of it, we are very close to being able to put down our fields. So let's go ahead and get that church built. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the church is finally going up. They have gathered all the materials, and I just wanted to watch this with you all. Our beautiful church going up in all of its glory. We've got our dutiful family here, nailing it all together, working through the rain to get this church built. Whilst there are berries on sale just across the road, ladies and gentlemen. Berries for sale, along with some firewood to keep them warm during this coming winter, which we're just about gonna survive. I took a family off the saw pit and put them onto the firewood gatherers because, of course, we want to get that up and running, and we were kind of running a little bit low on fuel. Now, I, of course, should probably think of making some charcoal as well. But I'm going to get a few more families first, because I'm kind of struggling a little bit to keep the places I've got at the moment up and running. So I'm going to finish the church, should hopefully start to get some more families, and with that, I should then be able to fill in the extra spots. And of course, once the other families are all arriving, we will look as well to get those farmers' fields up and running. Well, let's go back. Oh, I do apologize. Wrong button. Let's go back and fast forward this church building. And along with that tower, that small tower. And then there goes the beautiful wooden fence, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a wooden church, folks. Now, of course, I do need to assign a family, which I'm going to do. This will leave nobody to guide the ox or build any more buildings. But that's where hopefully the attraction of another family is going to happen. We just need to wait for the approval to hit, so to say. And of course, as you can see, church level will then come into play. And we'll actually be quite close to being able to upgrade to level 2 burgage plots. We will of course expand the living spaces of our 5 houses. And I don't think I'm going to do any backyard stuff yet. Because all inhabitants to artisans, it doesn't for these. I'm not going to do it quite yet. I'm still going to continue to wait for another family. So we now do have 4 months of fuel. That's the minimum supply. Food is up on 17, so I'm not worried about that. And we are in September, so winter is just around the corner. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have birds flying through the skies. Now, I understand they are a little bit jumpy, but hey, that is beautiful. Anyway, let's stop trying to follow that flock of birds. And as I said, we've got the wooden church now on the go. We just need to wait for that approval level to jump up, and we'll get our next family. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now pretty much in the heart of winter, and it turns out that that horribly cold weather has made a new family come and join our burgage plot. They thought, you know what? My home's cold, my home leaks. I've heard there's a beautiful new town on the horizons. Let's go to Tier Hearn. And here they are. So that does put us up to maximum occupancy once again. That does give us 2 families free. So what I'm going to go and do with that, I am going to expand the living space on actually all of my plots, which will put my occupancy all the way up to 12 families. Wait, obviously they can't be already built. It says I've got living space for 12 people. Like, that's not quite right. I'm sure that's not quite right. And what I'm also going to do on that, because we do actually need, ideally, more than one source of food, which will also increase happiness. So I'm going to wait, because I've told everybody to build a second living space. Then, I think I'm going to go and put a lovely chicken coop in the back of one of these burgage plots. Now, doesn't really matter which one, I don't think too much. Maybe I'll do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who only knows? Let's go ahead and press fast forward again. Let's get the second living space built in all of these places. We do have 2 families currently on construction. We took our guys out of our logging camp because it was full. We do have... I can probably take 1 guy off you for now. Yeah, we got 10 months of fuel. That's more than enough. We will soon move on to having a charcoal burner, which will also be very good. And we'll also obviously then stretch our fuel resources even more. Now I can probably take 1 guy... I can't select it anymore off my storehouse. Ah, I have. Beautiful. So we only have 1 guy on the woodcutter's hut. one guy on, I think, Granary, who is, I'm going to leave because they're currently operating the stall. And one family in the church, which of course I want to keep because they are giving me some wonderful approval. And so yeah, I'm actually going to leave all the guys under construction for now. We have gone and built 3. There's 4. Fantastic. And so like I said, with that, I'm going to go and build... I think I'm going to go for the chicken coop. I could go for vegetables, I suppose. It's a little bit cheaper. That means I could get 2 vegetable gardens if I chose to do that. But you know what? Yeah, let's go and get ourselves 2 vegetable gardens. Now, of course, I don't think anything's quite going to be built, but they will be ready for the thaw, which is coming just around the corner. And I don't know if you noticed, we did have, yet one more family move in. We are up to 7 families. And so with that, let's get somebody else back into logging. I'm actually going to put someone on the stonecutter's hut. We're going to continue to finish clearing the rest of this stone deposit. There are no berries because we are in winter, so there are none available. I am, however, I think I am going to go and start getting some wild animals. They might end up disappearing. I don't know, I'm looking at the mining panel. Let's go and get us a mining camp. Now I'm going to put that just inside, near the berries. And then let's go and build us our road. That's a little gathering station there. We've got the Hunter's Lodge, and oh, there you go, it's finished. Let's go and stick a family on it. Hunting limit 10, so I assume that means that they will only ever go down to 10 animals left in the wild. So I will basically farm it to the point where there's 10 left, I assume is what the limit's for. When population herd drops to this number, workers will stop hunting. Yeah, I can live with that. That should always keep it relatively healthy. And that does put me back down to 1 free family, but that does still leave me with 5 open burgage plots. And our families are around. We have some logging on the go, some wood cutting, which is very important at this point, because we do need to get some of that back on the go. Yep, don't need to worry about saw pit. I will stick a family at some point soon into a charcoal burner, which I will go and build kind of in the tree edge soon, because that's traditionally where charcoal burners were. They kept them kind of near a source of water and near the wood, basically, and yeah, they would go into the woods and burn some charcoal. Obviously, they wanted to be near the source of water because forest fires, well, they would kind of destroy a lot of stuff. And as you can see, our logging camp kind of ready to be moved at this point. Oh, we have a new message. A band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? New objective. We have 365 days. Another ruler's army was sighted. Yeah, but that shouldn't be a problem. They're probably going to come in here and claim Goldhoff. He'll get several claims in before I even get one, to be honest. That's okay. And yeah, we're kind of just waiting on another family. And we are building up. So our hunter's camp. There you go. Yep, we've started to get the wild animals. And our berries should hopefully open up again soon. So let's go back. And let's fast forward that old time dial. A new family just moved in. There's another one. Family members join one of the settlers. Absolutely fantastic. And by the looks of it, let's go and have a look. It looks like... Here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Can I just walk through the fence? No, I can't. That would have been a bit cheeky. We are raking the soil, getting ready for those vegetables once the snow finishes melting. Let's walk in the front door. Let's go say hello. Yeah, and as you can see, Got our lovely vegetable patches. 2 lovely back garden burgage plots. And as I said, yeah, we'll get some vegetables very nicely on the go. Look at that. That's some beautiful family members you've got there. And so on that, let's... Where did those guys go? Ah, they're up here at the moment. I would absolutely love it. Where do they see? If I kind of draw a line, they're kind of coming. They might even be going to clear that bandit camp. If they do, I will be swooping in to actually attempt to get the actual bandit camp. They can take out all the bandits. I will swoop in and actually clear the bandit camp because it's worth a good bit of money. Have they stopped? No, they're just very, very slow. So we'll keep an eye on those. Back with us, however, I say with us, I've lost my village. We are also going quite nicely, and obviously we are currently out of regional wealth, which will... That's where the first bandit camp's going to go. The second one, I think I'm going to take for myself, so I can sort out my retinue which I don't have, because I, of course, need a manor house. Now, I'm a little bit torn as to where to put the manor house on this. Because I feel like he might be slightly separate from the village, but he's going to kind of want to see the village. Now, as we look at our village, I would love to say, ladies and gentlemen, how beautiful does that look? I kind of don't want to get rid of those small trees in the background anymore, but I'm going to. All the low hedges, that's going to become my farmland. So they will be going. All of that, and where you can see the logging camp and the woodcutters camp, they'll be changed into farming spots as well. And I do quite like... So behind the church, you could just about see them if I rotate, but they are mostly hidden. You cannot see hitching post. You cannot really see the saw pit. Of course, if I lift up a bit more, you'd be able to. But they are nicely hidden behind the trees. And isn't that just beautiful, folks? And so what we want to go and do is... How are we looking for... Oh yeah, not too bad. We can probably take off a little bit more. I wish it would kind of maybe show you the area which you were in without you actually having to click on the limit work area. I mean, I assume... Yeah, our guys, they're still out cutting trees. So there's absolutely no worry about that. I assume they're cutting a tree. Yes, he is. He's not just stood on the edge going like, ah, man, like I want to go cut down that tree, but he's just one step too far away. Debranching a tree, and praying. Well, of course, yes. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Now, food is on 7 months. Are we back with our berry deposits? They are growing. As soon as that goes above 0, we shall go and send someone to start harvesting again. We do have 2 free families. And so next up, I am going to build quickly whilst we're waiting on that. I'm going to go and get our charcoal. Let's not snap the road. I am going to go and get our charcoal kiln nicely nested in these trees. Guess I don't want to uproot any trees. Let's what am I uprooting here? Oh, in fact, yeah, can I get it? Just... Oh, probably. How does it compare to the size of a... Oh, there you go, so I can use it as a rough... Yeah, so I'll probably try and get my logging camp in here. Means, yeah, this I'm going to try and get on this side. I'm going to go and stick it just in there. Then... Yeah, but you know what? I think I've got a decent bit of... Yeah, I've got 11 months of fuel. That's more than enough. Let's relocate you. just... I don't know why I can't quite build there. But, unstick you just... in here. And I'm also going to go and relocate my logging camp. Oh no, let's try not to uproot any trees if I can. Oh, I think I might have to get one. Not really what I wanted to do. But,
Summer's coming soon. Soon the beating sun.
let's go. And relocate all of my wood cutting jobs straight to the other side. And on that, how are we looking, by the way? We have 8 families for a possible floor. Now, berries are growing beautifully. Let's get some people into there. Wild animals, they're still doing okay. And we are getting near our clay deposit, which I probably will simply get rid of. Our stonecutter camp is soon to have finished its duty. I'm going to stick one guy in the storehouse. They will empty out all the buildings like my stonecutter camp. And yep, we've got a nice bit of space in there as well. So let's go ahead and put this on fast forward, see if we can get those other families there. How is our militia looking more to the point? We're up to 16 because that's all the recruits we've got. There you go. We've got our woodcutter's lodge back up and running. Let's get someone back in there. Let's put someone... No, we won't put someone in our charcoal kiln quite yet. On a stone... 12 left. Log piece. Transitionary resource. Planks, stone, firewood. And as you can see, yeah, they're moving all of the logs back to the new logging camp. And they are picking up all of our stone from our stonecutters camp as well. Fantastic. Supplies are back on 11 months. That is with fuel. That is not a problem whatsoever. Let's go to normal speed. These guys... Did they leave the camp? No, they destroyed it. Damn it. I've stopped paying attention. They do, however, look like they're now deciding to come and destroy this one. So let's go back to fast forward. And that... Supplies. Ah, some wood. Whoops, don't pin that. Off you go. That is slowly being moved back to where it needs to be moved. So let's go ahead and press play. These guys are here. They are going to go and destroy the other bandits. I don't mind. That's not a problem. We go to clearing an area. We are going to get you guys to finish this area. Yeah, gonna get you guys to finish this area as well. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, with all of that relocated, with the view from town now looking even nicer, that all of the woodcutting facilities have been hidden, we are going to call this episode done. We didn't get round to building the farms. That will have to come in the next episode. But what a beautifully peaceful little hamlet. Got our 6 double house burgage plots. A couple of vegetable farms in the background. The stone has been cleared from the patch of beautifully buildable grass. At least I think it has. It looks like it has. And with that, the stonecutters workshop will soon be going. And I don't know what's going on without my pop-ups. Another Rules of the Army was cited. Yes, it was, but that's just fine. And so what I'm going to do, I think... Where was that? There it is. So I'm going to kind of, an event... At the beginning of the next episode, I'm going to raise my spearmen. I'm going to bring them down here. I'm going to wait for him to overtake me. I'm going to run them around the back. And I am going to attempt to cap that Outlaw's tent. Because they did go and destroy the other ones. Although I say they did, I think they possibly just disappeared because nobody went and touched them. And we do have another set of Outlaws down here, which I may attempt to do the same for. But that will be next episode, ladies and gentlemen. And so until then, as per always, thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the episodes, and stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy.